Hey, hello, and welcome to Kuma's Kitchen, another episode. And today we got a coffee cake. Now, I used to make coffee cake from Joy of Cooking when I was a kid. Yeah, my mom had a Joy of Cooking. That coffee cake was something I made a lot. What I've done here, though, is I've taken coffee cake and I've kicked it up with apples, walnuts, and ginger. So I call this the apple, walnut, ginger coffee cake. Yes! That's going to add a lot of flavor in there. You got a nice streusel on top. Now, that is really hot. Just come out of the oven. Going to let that cool for just a minute here because I got a little something I want to talk to you about. Now, it's been a hot summer in Osaka. Not as bad as other parts of Japan. I know you've probably heard that it's been heat waves hitting Japan. But we're coming now we're over the edge. It's starting to cool down a little bit. So, if you're thinking of coming to Japan, when's the best time? I'm definitely going to recommend November. November has got a couple of great things going. For one thing, the weather is absolutely perfect. For another, you've got the red leaves. So there are some places I'd love to take you if you come over here where the red leaves along this one river, all the little red, the tiny Japanese maples, absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous spot to go. The other thing is that it's Shichigo-san 753 in November. That means that you're going to see parents bringing their 3-year-old, their 5-year-old, or their 7-year-old back to the Shinto shrines dressed in their little kimono. It is so cute. Last year, my clients and my tours had a great time. They'd ask the parents, "Is it okay to take a photo?" And most parents were like, "Yeah, it's cool, right?" So they had photos of these cute little kids in kimonos. Just a wonderful keepsake to take back with them. So yeah, I'm starting to book up in November, but just to let you know that there are spots available right now. If you don't dilly-dally, you have to go quick. If you're interested and you'd like to get over here, I'd love to show you my city, my area, the Kansai area, all the beauty around here, all the cool places to go. Some of them are the ones that are kind of secretly quiet places to go. Go to osakadaytours.com and get on there. It'd be great to see you over here. Anyways, now let's go into our coffee cake here, and should be about okay to cut in. Say it just came out of the oven. They're really hot, but it's looking good. Cut a little corner out of there. They gotta come out of there nicely. Oh, I'm underneath part of the paper. That doesn't help, does it? All right. Oh, I've still got some of the paper. All right. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot, 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 hot. It's still a little early to be digging in, but look at that. Is that not fantastic? Yes. And you got the apple in there. You've got walnut pieces. You've got candied ginger. And then a streusel on top. Oh, heavenly. Oh, yeah. Okay. That is good. That is hot. That is good. You have this with coffee. You have this with tea. I don't care what you're going to have it with. It's going to be great just as it is. So let's go in the kitchen and make this right now. All right, for my modified coffee cake, well, here are the ingredients. This is the cake itself. That over there is the streusel. It's going to go on top. So for the cake itself, I've got 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, half a cup of walnuts, 2 eggs, 1/3 of a cup of minced up candied ginger. Ooh, that's going to really add some good flavor. 3/4 of an apple, chopped up small. I get about a quarter inch, about 5mm pieces. What happened to the other quarter? That's in here. Very good apples. All right, over here, 1 cup of yogurt. Over here, I've got 3/4 of a cup of, that's my usual unrefined cane sugar, some kind of light brown blonde sugar is good. And then at the back here, I've got 1.5 cups of flour. Then, for the streusel, that's 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, half a cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of flour, 1/3 of a cup of walnut pieces, and 1/4 cup of melted butter. So first thing we're going to do is mix up the stuff for the for the cake itself. So I've got a smaller bowl here. I'm going to put the flour in there, and the salt, the baking soda, baking powder. That was it. That's the baking soda. A little mixed up today. All right, and then just mix that together. So it's just the dry ingredients mixed together in there. Put that off to one side. Bring in a big bowl. The first thing we're going to do is whisk those eggs. So stay there. Crack 2 eggs in here. 1, 2. Give those a quick whisk. And just remember, that melted butter is not for the streusel. We've got some cold butter for that. That butter goes in here too, along with the yogurt. All right, so quick note there. Melted butter, not in the streusel, in the cake itself. Man, I think the weather's been getting to me or something. brain is messed up today. There we go, okay. All right, quickly whisk that in. Then I'm going to whisk that melted butter in there. And in goes the vanilla. So that's all our liquid ingredients together. And then the sugar. I'll just use a spoon for that. Whoa. All right. Mix that sugar in. Okay, so now all we got left over for the cake here are basically our flavor ingredients, I should call them. So what we're going to do first is we're going to mix the wet and the dry together. And you just want to mix them just until they're combined. You don't want to mix this hard. We're not beating up the gluten in this, right? We're making a nice fluffy cake, not a bread. So just gently. So it's coming together. Look at that. All right, that's looking good. All right, once it's mainly together, I don't mix too much because I'm going to add in these, and that's going to be doing some more mixing. So in goes the ginger. In goes the apple. And in goes the walnuts. All right. And now we just mix those until they're mixed in. Oh, look at that. That could be nice. It's going to be a great cake. All right. Now what I've got off to the side here, I've got a 9x9 pan which I've buttered and papered. Just wax paper, cooking paper. It's not really wax paper anymore nowadays, it's cooking paper. All right, and in goes our cake. Let's get all that goodness out of there. All right. Okay, that's looking good. Then just spread it out into the corners. Get it a little even. Okay, that's looking good. That, well, you know who's gonna like that, don't you? Yeah. All right. Anyways, we'll be back in just a couple minutes, or a minute, not even that. For you, it'd be a couple seconds. I gotta go grab the cold butter, chop that up, and then we're ready to make the streusel. All right. See you shortly. All right, and there it is, our missing ingredients. I add this to your ingredient list. That is 1/4 cup of chilled butter chopped up into pieces. And not to be exact as amount of size, but you don't want it too big. You want it small enough that it's going to be quick and easy to turn it into streusel. So let's add the walnuts. sugar, flour, and cinnamon into our food processor. Let's kind of quickly pulse those. Just basically, I want to knock down that the walnuts to like the coarse grains of sand. Basically, is what you're looking for. And it doesn't take much. I think we're good there. Yeah. Yeah, we've got a couple of little slightly smaller, or bigger, smaller, slightly bigger pieces, and that's just going to give it a nice texture. So in goes the butter. Pulse it some more. That looks good. We've broken up the butter and all. All right. What we're going to do now, this is going to go on top of the cake. So we'll just kind of sprinkle that across there a bit, and then we're going to spread it out. All right. Oh, that's going to be good. And by the way, I licked the spoon. I licked this too. I licked the spoon already from the cake. Yeah. It is definitely lick worthy. So do make sure when you're making this to lick that spoon. All right. So now I just kind of push that streusel around into the corners. So we got, it's going to even them out over the top. And that's it. That's going in the oven. 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius. Going to be in there for about 30, 35 minutes. We'll give it the toothpick test. All right. See you then. All right. That's been 30 minutes. So let's see what it's like. So what we're going to do, just going to come in the side here. It's looking pretty good. We gotta be careful because we're going to go through apples and things like that. So you're just going to check a couple places. Those crumbs are looking pretty good on there. So let's do one more over here. Yeah, that's looking good. I think we're done. All right. That is looking great. Gonna let that cool down for a while. And it's coffee cake time. All right. Well, if you like this idea of taking a coffee cake, adding apples and walnuts and candied ginger to it, well, stick around for more ideas like that. These are all original Kevin Riley ideas here on Kuma's Kitchen, and you never know what's going to come out with next. So yeah, do make sure that you also subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. Now go make this and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.